Previously on God of War, Ragnarok.
I didn't mean to.
Intent does not matter. Only consequences.
What can we do?
Nothing. Nature will take its course.
You know who I am? Here's a deal I know you can trust. I'll settle your debt with my ex. Keep Freya off your back. Keep your boy safe.
No.
Don't take all day.
About time.
I've been waiting for this, but I am not my sons. And your boy, Allfather, has plans for him.
So you hid the truth from me.
I wanted to tell you. I really did, but now that you know, there's something you should see.
No.
Just trust me, you'll want to.
Trust! You have broken my trust.
Brother, a word. Don't hold the lad's curiosity against him.
If...
You will go.
Really?
But if we do not find Tyr, you will abandon your search.
As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms.
After narrowly escaping Thor's wrath, our heroes find themselves seeking refuge with the Dwarf brothers, and lucky for them, the dwarves were feeling very generous, offering them rent-free accommodation. How lovely.
Your bedrooms are there, the kitchen is just over there. Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
But they didn't have time to rest on their laurels. Their next mission? Find Tyr, the supposedly dead god of war in these lands. The catch? Odin, not being a fan of frequent flyer miles, had placed a ban on all realm travel, making it nearly impossible for them to reach their destination. Thankfully, Sindri had a trick up his sleeves. With Mimir's help, they would find a way to bypass Odin's strict ban travel and continue their quest for Tyr. It was a risky move, but our heroes were willing to take their chances.
You aided my son disobeying me.
No, I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky, everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again. You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. It's just a lot of mud. And why haven't you opened the way already, man? Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Kratos' shield was as useful as a chocolate teapot after the battle with Thor. So we left it with Brock to fix. He didn't want for a new one. After all, it was a gift from Faye. I guess it's the thought that counts when it comes to this shield, because it definitely can't stop a lightning bolt.
Busted up good. Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, how about I fix you up with something to get you by?
To get that elusive Oyster card that would grant us entry into Svartalfheim, we needed to find Tyr's location first. Figuring that he'd be held prisoner in the mine, it was left to us to pinpoint exactly where. And let me tell you, finding someone in a mine is like finding a needle in a haystack, or like finding a good restaurant in a food court. That is no small feat.
So, where exactly is Tyr being held?
He's imprisoned in a mine somewhere. That's all we know so far.
The realm is full of mines, you realize. You'll need help narrowing it down. Oh, you should talk to Durlin.
Who's Darlin?
He's a cousin of ours. Sort of. Works for the city on safety issues. Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend of Odin. That's why your mother sought his help when she was trying to whip up a rebellion. Ready?
A rebellion? Did you know about that?
I did not.
So Sindri directed us to his cousin Derlin, who's like the dwarven version of Google Maps. He knows everything about mines and safety issues in Neverdelir. As it turns out, even Faye sought his help when she was organizing a rebellion against
The all fucker.
Oh my God,
What?
bro.
I didn't say it, read it. Stop looking at me like that. It wasn't me.
We'll just need the Bifrost in the head. Brock, do the touching.
Oh, this would be the part requiring my assistance then.
By using the Bifrost in Mimir's eyes and infusing it into a stone, it would serve as a key for interrealm travel across the World Tree. And since Odin can't access it, we would finally have safe travel to all realms. Talk about a game changer.
No. This is just to hold you in place while we shine this light in your eyes.
Oh, Cindy, you sodding bastard!
The Bifrost is broken.
Now that we've reconfigured these gateways to use Yggdrasil seeds, you won't need a travel table or a Bifrost lamp anymore. This should take you to the wetlands outside Nidavellir City. Just make your way to the town square and ask for Derlin at the tavern.
You sure they'll know him at the tavern?
Derlin's always been an inveterate inebriate. I suppose he might have completely changed, but in my experience,
Did you want to come with us?
Oh, I might drop in, but the wetlands are moist. And the Grim are everywhere. Hostile, slimy, foul-smelling creatures. But good luck!
Thanks. Wait, what?
I said good luck!
Whoa. Do you feel that?
What's that, lad?
Anything. Everything. It's warm. We can probably use his boat. I still can't believe Mom led a whole rebellion here against Odin and never talked about it.
The fact that it didn't go well might have curved that notion.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
Did you ever ask?
In an attempt to strengthen the bond with his father and understand a little bit more about his mother, the young god bravely asked his father what they could have spoken about in their alone times. It was a tender moment, as the god sought to further bridge the gap that still existed between them two.
What did you talk about when you met? Like, did you just say, "Woman, guard the house. I will go to catch fish in the river," and then leave for 5 days?
No. Your mother was far better at fishing than I.
Now that's bonding 101, children. Take notes. There will be an exam.
Yes. Look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Approaching Neverdelir, our heroes were immediately struck by the sense of hostility in the air. The local natives were running for safety, and warning alarms were being sounded. As they drew closer, they saw a massive statue of Odin towering above the city center. It could either be a gesture of love or fear, but let's be real here, it's probably fear.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear.
Chicken, anyone? It became clear that the locals were not running from them, but the potential consequences of being seen openly engaging with our heroes by the Raven God.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarves?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of. Keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
The hunt for Derlin led us to a dingy tavern. Atreus suggested that he should take the lead. as he was less intimidating.
If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
Now I don't know what he's talking about. Nothing puts frightened citizens at ease like a massive, heavily armed stranger with face tattoos.
I think that's him. Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Derlin.
A musician offered to tell us his whereabouts, but not before hinting at something mysterious. What could he be referring to, we wondered. Little did we know, our undead friend held great wisdom, but also a dark secret of his own.
And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
But what could it be?
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rigs in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
While under Odin's oppressive regime, Mimir was tasked with figuring out a way to place all the dwarves under his control.
Mimir, were you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts. I had them built to harvest ore for armaments, essentially harnessing resources that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
Naturally, you'd ask, how or why would the dwarves agree to this? Well, with the only two options on the table being, work their fingers to the bone or face the cold embrace of death. It's not exactly a hard sell now, is it? Mimir must have been one hell of a smooth talker to convince them to go along with it. Maybe he promised them all-you-can-eat chicken nuggets or something equally as precious. Who knows?
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so.
Mimir's actions went beyond just forcing the dwarves into labor at the mining rigs.
No, it's still here.
What?
The island near the geyser. We need to get the key from it and unlock this door. I need to set right a very old wrong.
Listen, don't judge me. I like smashing things. Get over it. Back to the story.
What are you not saying?
The mining rigs are not the only sin I committed in Svartalfheim.
What? So that's the voice I heard.
I'd hoped it would have escaped by now, but we'll need to free it from its restraints.
What is this?
A Lungbocker. I captured it many years ago.
For Odin?
Yes. I thought it an imaginative and eye-catching way to earn his favor.
Mimir's quote-unquote heart sank as he laid eyes on the Lundbecker. You know, because he's just ahead now. Anyway, a monster so majestic in his past, now reduced to a pitiful captive.
This creature, you enslaved it.
Aye.
But why?
Because I was young and stupid. And I didn't know what it was like to be chained in one place for years at a time, with nothing to occupy your mind but pain.
The Lundbecker's oil was the primary reason for his capture, as it was used for oil in Odin's lanterns.
Oil? For lanterns?
Yep, you heard that correct. They captured this big-ass creature for his lanterns. That's messed up. Kratos, a man who knew all too well the pain of captivity, felt a deep sense of sadness wash over him. He remembered his own experiences being held against his will.
I remember the feeling of a yoke around my neck. I would not wish it upon another.
Before being kindly reminded what it's like being an old man who regrets the actions of his younger self.
You never spoke of this creature.
Does that surprise you? That an old man would be ashamed of the mistakes he's made?
No.
He couldn't fathom why the creature was still being held captive, especially since the mines had been abandoned for ages. He turned to Mimir and asked, with his voice filled with disappointment, why is this creature still being held captive? His phantom throat tightening with sorrow, replied that he didn't know for sure. He had hoped that the Azir, who had imprisoned the Lundbecker, would have shown some mercy and ended its suffering once they had been done with it. But as they looked at the captive creature, it was clear that no such mercy had been given. Do all you trash rappers get the hint now?
It's not moving. Why is it not moving?
It has grown accustomed to its chains.
But... No, we can fix this. We just need to chase it off and scare it. Something.
There is no making things right. Only better than they were.
It likes the wind blowing on its face. I can feel it.
May provide some comfort.
That's not enough.
It seldom is.
Freeing the creature and shutting down the rigs, Kratos and Mimir turned their attention back to their original mission of finding Tyr. But not before Kratos tries to console Mimir.
It is done.
If you could call so meager a task done. We drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
You must live with your deeds, but do not be troubled by them, brother.
Oh? And why not?
You were given an impossible problem. Do not blame yourself for failing to solve it.
I'm sure the dwarves feel differently. This doesn't fix things.
No, but it is a start.
As we finally reach our destination, after a long and emotional journey, we were greeted by Durlan.
Here to collect on something, pal? Think parading a severed head around on your hip is gonna scare me into somehow approving Estrid's accretion proposal, eh?
At first, he was guarded and distant, but then his gaze fell upon something that caught his eye. The axe.
Where did you get?
And remembering that it once belonged to Faye, he replied,
You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
Dina and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Yeah, come. Failed.
Faye is dead.
still refusing to help us. He gave us a fine before we left.
Now, I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Right, before you go. Take this.
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the All-Father's given name, and, for fucking up my desk!
A fine?
Pay it at your leisure, okay? Get out of my office.
However, upon departing, Atreus made a startling discovery.
Hey, this isn't a fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
But before that, let's throw these hands. Now, before we throw these hands, I would like a brief intermission, just so you can stretch your legs and also hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you. Enjoy. It turns out that the man may have just helped us figure out how to find Tyr. His find was actually a disguise, just in case anyone was eavesdropping in on our conversation. It contained a set of directions leading over a mountain to a location where Tyr may have been imprisoned by Odin. Grabbing the northern line up to the mountain, Mimir seemed to have noticed something that neither Kratos or Atreus had seen.
Heimdall. There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one said it until you did, just now.
Darling! He didn't need to say it, brother. It was written all over his face. Well, burned, I should say. Into his head.
He burned that into Durlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
After his rebellion was quelled, it appears that Heimdall believed that the most fitting punishment for Durlin's treachery was to mark it upon his face. I tell you, Thor might be the mightiest of Odin's sons, but Heimdall, well, you shall see. As their journey up the mountain persists, the duo decide to consolidate the information that they had gathered thus far in order to devise the most effective plan for their prison break.
Okay, so, we came here looking for Tyr because we don't trust Odin, right? If you think about it, Thor could... Uh-oh. On your leg! Hey! Tell me when!
Atreus! Look for a break to stop the train! Should be a lever of some sort!
Found it! The brake's stuck!
Keep trying, little brother!
Father!
Stop this train!
I think it's about to...
No!
Shit!
Get up!
Father! A troll?
After heading off the train, oh come on guys, cut me some slack. I got a little bit ahead of myself. As we enter the mines, they scoured the area but only found dead ends. What, you thought this would be easy? This is Odin's prison that we're talking about. He would have made this easy for them. And let's not forget, Tyr is Odin's own son. How often do you imprison your own son and then make it easy for other people to find actually, do you know what, just never mind, carry on.
That's not what I was ready for. Another dead end. Where could he be?
Atreus, this mine is largely abandoned. It is unlikely.
Tyr's here. I know it. We just have to keep searching until we find him. You said you'd follow my lead, and I say we keep looking. So knock it off.
Watch yourself. I will follow, but I state what I see. do not agree with me, but you will not speak to me this way. Are we clear?
Sir.
Looks like the giants weren't looking too far in the future when it came to his ego. It got squashed flatter than a pancake. Even with all their clairvoyant powers, they couldn't have predicted this level of humiliation. Some things are just too big to foresee, you know what I mean?
Do my words irritate you?
It's fine. I get it.
Brothers!
After enduring a brief but brutal humbling, they pushed forth to a desolate zone shrouded in mystery.
That door's barred. They must be trying to keep something in.
A sense of foreboding washed over them. They knew they had stumbled upon something truly momentous. And there it stood before them. They had arrived at the rumored holding place of the captured god of war.
Tyr!
What trickery is this, Odin? What game do you play with me now?
We're not with Odin. We're the good guys.
This is the god of war.
Those blades. I know you. God Killer. Have you come for me now?
Only to free you.
Stay away! Brother, let me try. Tyr! Tyr! Look, you know me, don't you?
You killed Mimir!
No! No!
Yeah, we brought him right back.
You stay away from me, you monsters!
Stop! We need him!
Wait!
And with that, our tale comes to a close. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey. We shall see you for part 4.